Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another Dokkan battle video. Now, you guys see the title already. You know what you're here for. We're here with a bit of a guide for Extreme Super Battle Road, which just uh, released the new stages on global. Right? We just got the first 10 categories, right, for Extreme Super Battle Road, which is obviously, like, way harder than the normal ones. So I'm here with the Fusion guide right now. The reason why I'm specifically here with Fusion, you see Fusion on the title, right? Because obviously, first there's 10 stages, right? If we were to go through a guide for all of them in one video, that would take too long. Second, this is like probably one of the smallest categories, right? This and Shadow Dragons, right? Like, your options are really limited. So we're gonna go over fusions. I'm not really planning on making a guide for the other categories. If you guys would like to see that, just let me know. I'll just get right to it. But for now, we're only gonna do fusion. We're gonna talk about fusions, and because I'd say this is probably one of the harder ones, right? Shadow Dragons is hard too because of how limited it is. But if you have a certain character, it makes it literally so easy because the bosses don't hit as hard and it's not as annoying as fusions, right? So anyways, first of all, we're gonna just look through the category. Fusions is a very small category. Like, if you compare it to Patara, it's literally no comparison. Like, you see the LRs, there's only 3, and then you look at the TURs, bro, I could literally almost fit it all into one box, literally. Right, the only fizz units that we have is Gotenks and, well, both Gotenks, right? This one obviously has the EZA on global, and he's not yet to get his EZA yet. Now, he obviously does have it on JPU, which he actually is a monster, right? I feel like they really shafted the Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly because he's like the only 120 leader that didn't really get much of a boost. Like, yeah, he's better than he was before, but like, it's literally like he's still not runnable in Extreme Super Battle Road or, I don't know, Legendary Goku event, right? But this Gotenks is like, he's head and shoulders way better than what he was before, which is kind of dumb, but I mean, who cares, right? We're not here to talk about Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Like I said, looking through, I mean, we're doing this for no reason because I already have the characters picked out, right? Like I said, the category is so limited that you literally need these characters or else you literally just can't take it on. So first, we're gonna look at the OG, like, well, actually, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the OG lead, but I'd say they are too because these guys are literally coming up on 3 years old on global, right? We're about to hit the 6-year anniversary, and they're still viable to this day. Like, that's actually ridiculous to think about. Like, these guys were way ahead of their time, and they reigned supreme for a very long time, man. And it's crazy how much they age, right? It's crazy how well they age, coming up to be 3 years old, right? That you don't expect that from a lot of units. But anyways, this guy is not really, I wouldn't really recommend you run them because obviously you see that they're Goku and Vegeta and they transform into Gogeta, right? Meaning before that, they don't link well with the other fusion units because they're not a fusion unit. Fusion units usually have over in the flash and shocking speed or prepare for battle, right? But obviously, I mean, they have prepare for battle, right? But that's the only thing they have. Everything else is not really viable, right? Experienced fighters, it's not really viable. So here's your 2 leaders that you want to at least consider. I mean, like I said, if he's your only option, I've seen people beat it using that character, but I'm saying he's the worst, right? He's the worst leader to run. So if you have LR 5-year Gogeta Blue, right, who's actually already about to be a year old on global, he's already a year old on JP, right? But if you have this guy, I'd say he's probably your best leader because if you run double Gogeta Blue, you can literally just float. I mean, granted, it is only 150%, but that's literally the baseline for a category leader. So he's, I'd say, the best leader, right? And then obviously your second in command is this guy. Now, can we load? Now, I would say that this guy is probably he's only second to Gogeta Blue, the LR one, because of this, right? He's only giving attack plus 170. Now, if you don't know, Fusion is basically, what is going on? Whatever. Fusion is already a powerhouse, right? You should know Fusion already hit really hard. So looking at this, man, at least if it was 150 like he does for movie heroes, it would be way better. But HP and defense plus 130 is just gonna get you pummeled, especially if you're running double AGL Gogeta Blue. I mean, I guess if he's your only character that you have, if you don't have a LR Gogeta Blue or the LR, I'd actually probably recommend that you run the third year LRs over this guy, because I really do not like this HP and defense 130. 130 is not that good. It's really not that good, especially for Extreme Super Battle Road. You're just gonna be getting pummeled. So now that we got the leaders out the way, again, just use one of these three. The best one is Gogeta Blue. Your second, I mean, it's between these guys and these guys. The only reason why I don't I just exited out, whatever, but you know who that is, right? The Gogeta, the Goku and Vegeta that fuses into Gogeta, right? The only reason why I don't recommend them is because of their links before they fuse, and it's actually literally you will never see them fuse in Super Battle World, because Super Battle World max for me, the amount of turns that it takes for me to beat a stage in Super Battle Road is 5, right? I don't really go past 5, and if I do, it's just like, you know, the guy is already at like lost health. Now it's actually clutch if they do fuse, because that's literally a free sensu bean, right? So I mean, there's that, but again, I don't really see Super Battle Road fights going past turn 5. So let's move on to the next unit. This guy is obtainable for everyone, and he is one of the like, I'd say he's like actually top tier. Like, if there's a tier list, I'd say he's S tier to run. Look at what he does, right? By the way, this is the Halloween Int Gotenks, right, that everyone got for free. He actually did get an Easy A, which is what makes him even like more of a priority, right? And he's again free. His Easy A is from the Easy A area. You get him from the Halloween event. The what is it? I'm pretty sure he's in the same thing as the Candy Vegito event. So you go there, you farm him up, and then Easy A him. Even his, I mean, do not run him. If you don't have any other leader and he's your last resort, just don't even attempt the stage until you get one of those 3 leads that we are talking about. But it's actually really good for like other stuff, right? Like even a Dokkan event, you could run this guy as your lead if you don't have any of the leaders. But we're not here for that, right? Just basically, if you only have this guy as a leader, just don't even attempt the stage. But his super attack greatly raises. What is this? I only want to highlight this. All right. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. That's really good. And then he also has a high chance of stunning, which is again really good. And then also he changes random key spheres to rainbow, which if you don't know, I'm just gonna say it. In Easy A Gogeta, the Int one, he's here, right? He's the last unit, and he thrives for rainbow key spheres, right? His first key sphere gives him attack, his second one gives him a chance to dodge, and I believe the third one gives him crit chance, right? So even a 55% Gogeta. Anyways, this guy changing key sphere, what is it, rainbow, or changes a key sphere of a certain time to rainbow, right? And then attack and defense +7 per key sphere obtained. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but he also recovers 999 HP and defense +30, which is really good per rainbow key sphere obtained. So he's really good too. But yeah, pretty much there's nothing really else to talk about. He's free to obtain. Everyone should have him. No excuses. Get him grinded and get him on that team, because he's actually like literally top tier for the stage. Yeah, moving on. Let's see who we have. I actually don't remember who this is. Int Gotenks, right? Now this guy is actually he's a beast, bro. He's actually dumb. Even at base form, bro, his greatly raises defense. You want to run him on the second slot, right? So he doesn't get hit unless maybe you're like taking 1 or 2 hits or even no hits on the first slot. You want to have this guy super attack first and then take all those hits, because greatly raising defense is like so good. It literally does so much, bro. There's a difference between getting hit before him getting a super attack and after, because he actually does really good. And then not to mention, after he transforms, you will never see Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, so there's no reason to go over him. I mean, at Super Saiyan 3 he's a monster, but like I said, you're not going to see that in Super Battle Road. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn and also has a great chance of stunning the enemy, right? So if you run this guy along with this guy on 1 rotation, bro, it's just going to be a stun fest. Not to mention the first stage and the last stage of the Fusion Super Battle Road. And, oh, not this guy. I meant to I'm talking about the Gotenks and Ghost, right? The free-to-play one. And since that Gotenks name is Gotenks and Ghost, or even, it doesn't even matter because this Gotenks starts at base form, but you would still be able to run them together, because obviously Global doesn't have the same name update yet. But anyways, yeah, this guy is like really good, man. You really want to use him if you do have him. This Gotenks, I'd say he was pretty underrated at first, but once people started understanding his value, this guy, he's just a monster. He's really good for difficult stages. But yeah, pretty much, I mean, I don't really expect you to have him. He came out in November, literally, and he's only been back once, which was the PyCon and Janemba banner, which is still up. If you have coins and you want to pick him up, I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. If he's like that one more unit that you need, literally, if you have 5 of the units that we are talking about and you need that last unit, I'd recommend you probably pick him up for red coins. Hey, at the end of the day, it's up to you. I'd say I recommend it. There's a lot of people who would disagree, and I wouldn't put it past them. There's many reasons why I would agree with their opinion of not picking up that gold tanks. But hey, if he's your last unit that you need and you really want to do it. Now here we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who I know a lot of people do not have because 1, he's only been around once, and 2, take in mind, right, that he came out in October of 2020 for JP and he still has not returned. Still, I'd say he's probably going to be back with the next Dokkan Fest for JP, but like, who knows when Global will get it, right? We literally just had him in February. I got lucky. I pulled him from a single before. Literally, I think the night before he left, I pulled him from a single, bro. It was utter ridiculousness, but I got lucky, pulled him, and he's literally like he's that like pinnacle. He's literally the pinnacle of your team, bro. He's gonna be that guy. The attack and defense plus 200 just does it all. You can literally run him anywhere on the rotation. If you use the Icarus or a Whis on this guy's rotation, bro, he's literally not taking anything. Anything that these enemies throw at you, he's just gonna eat it. Not to mention, he's type effective against all types for the first 8 turns, which in Super Battle Road, bro, all those turns count, and you never go to 8 turns. Like, you will never go to 8 turns unless your team is just like really weak, right? Probably in a Peppy Gal's Extreme Super Battle Road stage, I'd say that's the only stage where I see you going 8 turns. But obviously, this guy is nowhere near a Peppy Gal, right? So yeah, this guy just doing what he does, man. And his active skill, not to mention how much they bombard you with attacks, right? Like, if you could just put this guy in the face of the attack, the next turn, literally the earliest I always get his super attack in Extreme Super Battle World is turn 3, because if he comes in the first rotation, right, he'll get hit 4 times. Next time he comes around, which is turn 3, he literally gets the active skill, which is attack and defense plus 40 and enemies attack and defense minus 40, which is like, you literally take nothing and you literally hit them like a truck with all the units on that rotation, right? And then last but not least, like I said, I don't really expect you to have this guy. So, just, you have to do what you can. If you did summon though and you do have him, bro, you have way more of a chance of beating it. Last but not least though, we have Int Gogeta, who is, I'd say, like right below Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's going to be your second damage dealer. Raises defense and lowers attack and defense. Like that's all you need. Literally, if you run a rotation with these 2 guys, you're not getting hit. Or you're gonna get hit, but you're not getting like punished. And then, not to mention, Gogeta also has that counter, but it is a medium chance, unlike the tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which also he is viable too. I don't mention him here, but like, maybe if you don't have the Int one, I do expect you to have the tech one. If you don't have that tech one, I don't know what your luck is, right? Unless you probably just started, right? If you just started, please do not expect to beat this anytime soon, right? You have to gather these units, you have to get them done and all that. But yeah, like I said, this guy with the on the same rotation as the Int Gotenks, which don't run them together. Like, if Gotenks comes in, like maybe you want to float Gotenks, and then he'll come in on the rotation as this guy, and whoever you're running him with, he'll change the certain key spheres into rainbow, and then this guy thrives off of it. Like I said, first one, attack plus 40, second one, chance to dodge, high chance to dodge, right? And then, oh wait, what? Okay, wait, the first one, medium chance of evading enemies attack, including, okay, so the first orb is actually the chance to dodge. The second one is additional attack plus 40, and then the third one is to crit, right? So I mixed up the first and second orb, but whatever, you get it, right? So Gotenks, running this guy along with Gotenks in that stage, again, float Gotenks, don't run him on the rotation, but again, you can actually, because he does raise attack and defense. And if you get that second or the first orb with this guy, you're going to have a chance to dodge, meaning you can run him on the first rotation without really worrying about taking that much of a hit, because he'll probably dodge more likely than not. Medium chance, if I'm not mistaken, is that a 30% chance? That's not really crazy, but it does, right? It's good enough. But yeah, pretty much that's our last unit. Again, looking through, don't you dare run Goten and Trunks. Maybe when they EZA they'll be viable for the stage, but until then, don't you dare run that unit, right? So yeah, again, Gold Sinks and Ghosts. I mean, all these guys are viable here. As I said, even Tech Gogeta, since he does raise his defense on super attack, don't ever run this guy on the first slot. But also him having that high chance to counter is really, really good for the stage. Not to mention AGL Kid Buu, he is AGL, right, on the last stage, so he has type advantage. And yeah, and once he gets his EZA2, I think he'll be better than the Int Gogeta just because of his chance, right, to counter. But hey, Int Gogeta is still king right now for me, bro. He's still king. No one reigns supreme over him. But yeah, if you have any questions, man, let me know down below. We have reached the end of the guide. We are on the road to 400 subs. We're literally less than 20, man. So, you know, if you found this guide enjoyable, just go hit that subscribe button. Again, let me know what other teams you want me to make a guide on. I'm not really planning on it unless, you know, I get requests, because I don't really see a point to. But yeah, pretty much that's it. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys hit that like button. Again, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 400 subs, man. We are less than 20 away. We are on that train. We are on that road. And yeah, pretty much I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.